So we finally made it to the province of Limburg and the city of Maastricht. And we just checked into the hotel. Our room is not ready yet. And usually at hotels you get a free welcome drink. What kind of drink is this, babe?
I forgot already.
Okay, the Patriots forgotten what they just gave him. But we got free welcome drinks. But look, how cute is this? You get a free soup. And it's a bit chilly outside, so and of course, you get some bread with it. But it's a bit chilly outside, so this soup is very much welcome. We literally just got off the train, and this hotel, I'll show you the room when we get there, but this hotel is only like a 2-minute walk from the train station. How perfect is that? I'll do a separate video about the hotel room and the hotel that we're staying in. We've just finished our soup, so we're gonna drop our bags, and they told us to check out this bakery that's up the street from us. It's where they actually get their fly. And I was told when you come to Maastricht, you have to have it. So we just left the hotel and they recommended that we come here to Paulson's. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is where our hotel actually gets their fly from. And I got the cherry flavor here. And the Patriot did the apple. So we're actually going to share. And this is not my first time having fly. I actually bought some from Jumbo supermarket and it tasted really good. So I'm assuming that this is gonna be even better. This is way better than the supermarket one. Now I'm gonna try the apple. This is really good. I was gonna get one and we were gonna share it. Now I'm glad we got two. If you look here, so can you see here? It's big whole cherries in the vlog. And what the gentleman told us is that they have a place where they actually bake everything at, and then it's here in Maastricht. And then they ship it to their stores. And I think he said they have 10 stores here in Maastricht. And apparently there's a hotel in Den Haag that actually serves this. So he said I have to go on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook account, but I'll have to do some research to try to find out the name of that hotel in The Hague that actually has this fly from this actual bakery. So pretty excited about that. All right. See you at the next stop. The Patriot and I love to explore cities, but we also really like to get off the main road where people are walking. And we turned down this street and we ended up running into this national monument. It's called the Het Waterpoortje. It's a 13th century water gate where ships used to load and unload their cargo. And I promise you, it just pays sometimes to get off the beaten path and go a different direction just to see what's out there. So we've decided to take a walk from the Wyck district over to the old city, and we were told that you just needed to cross this bridge. And as I'm looking around, I think that this kind of is reminiscent of the Seine in Paris, those beautiful bridges. Of course, I asked the Patriot, what did it look like to him? And he was like, a bridge. You gotta love men. But you can see that they have a lot of outdoor cafes here. Even though it's a little chilly, people are still sitting outside enjoying the bit of sun that we have here in the Netherlands. And next we're going to cross over this bridge and see what's there. So we're approaching the Servatius bridge from the other side. But if you look down this street, this is Wyck if you're coming straight up that main street from the Wyck district, and it brings you across this pedestrian bridge where on the right-hand side is for pedestrians, and on the left, you can see right there in the middle is for cyclists, and of course on the other side is for pedestrians going the opposite way. And this allows you to have some expansive views over the Meuse River, but let's head to the city center. The one thing I'm beginning to notice as I walk around Maastricht is if you love to shop and you love to eat, This is a wonderful city for it. It has a lot of independent shops, but also a lot of A brands. So we've made it here to the Groot Park or Groot Markt. It's a wide open square here, and they have some food trucks over here. I was actually kind of surprised because today is Thursday. I thought that they had a market on Friday. Maybe it's more that will be out here tomorrow. We're just kind of walking around, enjoying the sights, looking at different shops. I'm trying not to buy anything and just taking it all in. I'll do a 360 so you can see what I see here at the Groot Markt, starting with the Stadthouse. And it's really hard to translate how pretty this place is. So I hope that I'm convincing you that when you come here to the Netherlands, to make sure that you put Maastricht on your list of places to see. Next, we'll head over to the Vrijthof. It's another square here in the center in Maastricht. No visit to Maastricht is complete without a stop at the Vrijthof, the city's most famous square. It actually sits on top of a late Roman burial site and an ancient Roman road, but today is very much the heart of local life. This is where everything happens, from André Rieu's summer concerts and food festivals to the city's Christmas market and carnival celebrations. Now, around the square, you'll find cafes and bars and historic buildings, including the St. Servatius Church and St. Janskerk, which you're seeing here on the screen. I happened to be visiting during a graduation ceremony, and the energy here was actually pretty fantastic. It's just a perfect example of how this historic square is still full of life. So we're here at a steakhouse. I believe the pronunciation is Carnal, and we are here for our pre-anniversary dinner. We got some bread with some olive oil and a little salt, you can see here. And we just placed an order for our drinks. And we are going to share a tomahawk steak. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm not a real big beef eater, but once, twice a year, I do like a nice steak. So yeah, this is the restaurant here in Maastricht. I'm going to show them around. Here's the funny part. As we were placing our order, I did let them know when we put the reservation in that I have a nut allergy. So when she came over to tell us what food I couldn't order, she hit us with a y'all. And I was like, I'm thinking that's an American. And she's actually from Virginia. How funny is that? She's going to school here in Maastricht. So yeah, I've got a little American connection all the way here in the Netherlands. All right, we'll show you the food in a second. What you can't tell is this hot coals right here. Can you see it? Can you see this? These are hot coals. You can like do a campfire over there. And then here's the spinach, there's the tomahawk, and there's the fries. Dinner was amazing, the perfect way to end our day in Maastricht. I've got a full walking tour of the city coming this week, so be sure to subscribe and keep enjoying the journey. Bye-bye.